Is it safe to call you a crusader? I think that's a good word for you.
I will absolutely take that moniker. Paul Feinbaum calls me an activist for what's right, because I've been called like a domestic violence speaker. I just had a Big Ten school call me and they said, well, we need a sexual assault speaker. And I'm like, no, I'm not that. I'm a speaker of passion and purpose and platform, and trying to help these young men be all they can be. And if you're all you can be as a man, like we talk about being a king, not on the football field, a king with your word, with your time, with your effort, with your character, with the way you treat and view women. If you're a king in all those areas as well as the football field, then you don't have to worry you're not going to hit a woman because you respect her. You know what I mean? You're not going to cheat on a test because that's not within what you would do as a king. And so I think it's important to try to raise up these young men to be good men in all facets of their life.
So it's hashtag changing the narrative. That is the latest Rachel Baribeau crusade. And it's gotten a lot of traction, and rightfully so. And you took it to Waco, Texas.
I did.
Which is, frankly, been a dumpster fire in the news of college football the last couple of years, and rightfully so. And I don't want to try to tell that story. I want you to try to tell that story, just what you did with Coach Rule and that program, because that seems like an irreparable black eye at this point.
This was an important story. And as a woman of faith, I feel like I was called there. So I called Coach Rule back in January and I said, I'd like to come speak to Baylor. Somebody suggested it and I said, I'd like to come speak. And I'm one of those people, again, like I said, I'm gonna run towards the problem versus away from the problem. And so I did my research, but what I didn't really find out till I got there was no player. This is really something that the whole world needs to know, and I feel like it's my place to tell people. There's no player, there's no person in administration, there's no person in the coaching staff that had anything to do with this.
100% turnover.
100% turnover, okay? But yet these players are being called rapists, thugs, molesters, every name in the book. They're being bullied on social media, they're being bullied in real life, their parents are being bullied, to the point where when I came in, they were almost like they were weary. They were closed off. They had their walls up.
They're probably expecting to get beat up again.
They were expecting to get talked at. And then I talked to them and I said, I can't imagine what you've been through. I came here to advocate for you. I came here to believe in you and to lift you up and to help you be all you can be. And all of a sudden, like, something beautiful happened. And like these walls came down, and 40 of them waited afterwards to tell me what the talk meant to them. And they were saying, they cried and they gave me bear hugs, and they were like, thank you for coming for us. We thought the whole world hated us. Everybody's against us. We thought they'd forgotten us. And I'm just an extension of what Matt Rule has done there. He's salt of the earth. He's an amazing coach. And he saw an opportunity to go in there and champion for young men who had been forgotten. I had a national media member, I'm very passionate about this, say to me, there's nothing that can be done, Rachel. They can just shut their mouth, keep their heads down, let time pass. And I said,
that's old school media.
That's old school media. If we all thought like that, then nothing in the world would get done. And I just don't believe that, because what if inside that room, those 100 young men, they're the next person that finds a cure for cancer, the next great father, the next great inventor, the next great author, and the next great foundation or whatever it is. And all they needed was some encouragement to believe in themselves. And I tell you, when I left there, it was almost as if they walked taller and prouder, and it has been extraordinary. I always say to people, don't let people tell you good news doesn't sell, because in the 12 days after I left Baylor and now, since then, it's been about 20 days now, there's been 1,570,000 hits on Twitter for changing the narrative.
Wow.